Hello everybody, welcome back. And welcome to what I'm going to dub the episode of failure. I have two things I'd like to get done in this episode, both of which are difficult to do, neither of which I expect to even come close to getting done correctly on the first try. Fortunately for you, I will edit out the failed attempts so that the shame and the frustration and the emasculation will be mine and mine alone. The two things I need to do today is I'm going to win a game of Wizard's Maze against Erasmus. This may or may not be possible. And then I'm going to free Bernard von Spielberg, which requires, unless I'm extremely lucky, the only combat I have to do in this game. Oops, that's the wrong ice palace. And you'll notice I switched back to walking, because if you run on the ice, you slip, you fall, you go boom. No, I don't want to fight. Run! I'm a lover, not a fighter. All right. Let's climb us a mountain. Welcome to Magic Mountain. Now go home. No, I'm here to see the wizard. I'm going to ask him for the courage to give me a heart so I can have a brain. Oh, and then I guess I'd like to go home. And I'd like a chew toy for Toto. Whew. That was a long climb. Hey look, I didn't collapse that time. No matter how strong you feel at the bottom of the mountain, you're always more exhausted than the last time when you've reached the top. You don't give up easily, do you? He who would the wizard see first must answer questions 3. What is your name? The correct answer is always the top one. What is your quest? Although in this case, the second one would work. What is your favorite color? Purple, like the castle. Hey, his eyes do work. Go on in. The wizard will see you now. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. Oh, let me see what climbing up the mountain has done to me. Last time it dropped me down to 1 stamina. This time I still got 12. So see, I'm going up. My luck has gone up for some reason, and my intelligence. Climbing a mountain will do that. I guess I learned where the better handholds were. Actually, that's probably from picking up the spell and talking to the hermit. Oh, there's a King's Quest reference if I look over here. I should do that next time. Come in and sit down. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. Ah. Since you're a practitioner of the magical arts, you might be interested in a little game. We did this last time. Yes, I have that spell. 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 Wonderful! Then you can play a game of Mage's Maze with me. You do want to play, don't you? Yes. I'll teach you the Dazzle spell if you win. Technically, it's Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle. Let's save it there because... Oh god, I'm trying to remember how to play now. I don't even know which color I am. I'm the blue? I'm the blue. Oh god. See, See, the goal is just to get to the end of the maze before the other guy. I'll grab that. Oops. There's a bridge for you. Come on, little flame. Oh god, I think he's gonna win. My little flame's still stuck up here. Oh, he took a bridge away from me. My little flame's still trapped up there. Oh god, this is brutal. Okay. I forget what this one does. I forget what most of these things do, and there was no tutorial. Oh god, the humanity. And I'm out of magic. Oh god, I hate this game. Come on, just use up the rest of my magic. I've lost. The magic just isn't there. You don't have enough magic points to cast that spell. See, I've died. I've lost. Oh my god. The game won't end. Come on. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna have to restart a few times until I can get the hang of this particular game again. I apologize for that. Here we go. I think I got it, guys. I'm gonna win. Come on, little flame guy.
Yes! Yes!
Well, you seem to have beginner's luck. It only took you one game to win. Little does he know this was my third. Humph! It usually takes at least 500 tries for anyone less than a full wizard to defeat me. As promised, I shall now teach you the spell known as Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle. Ha ha! I do so enjoying playing the Mage's Maze. I do too now that I remembered how everything works. It's actually pretty easy once you remember everything. Alright, so that's one of the 2 tasks I really wanted to accomplish done today. There's not a good way to leave the table, unfortunately. You can't say goodbye to him. So what you do is you get, not in my house you don't, and teleport it out, and he gets angry at you. Anyway. Let's see what time it is. Mid-afternoon. Well, how about you? You're pretty exhausted, right? It's been a long day. Because I need him fully rested in order to attempt what we're going to try next. Ugh. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare to run like a sissy. Oh god, running like a sissy. Oh god! Running like a little girly man. Go! Ah. Now I am safe. Pluck one of these. An amazing, delicious, satisfying. Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, I used all of my mana in that, and I've recovered just a little bit. Oh, this next battle is going to be a pain. One thing I left out is that the game actually also assigns expertise levels to each individual spell. See, my fetch expertise is 28. If my fetch is high enough, there's a way to avoid this fight I'm going to have to do. Dazzle is 9. This gives me a magic... it makes my dagger magical, causes more damage. Anyway, yeah, just sleep all night, buddy, because you got a big adventure in the morning. So our next thing is going up against the Kobold. Now, if I'm extremely lucky, which I'm not gonna be, you don't have to fight the Kobold if your fetch is high enough. I doubt my fetch is high enough. You can also avoid fighting his Guardian, if you're lucky. Oh, come on! Hostile intent is evident. Prepare for battle. Run! Run back to the flower garden. Oh, it's so nice and peaceful here. You can also kill his Guardian by throwing stuff at him. And hopefully I can slow him down a little bit. I can just walk around him. There we go. He's carrying a treasure chest full of gold. So, but after I free Bernard, I won't need gold. As your eyes adjust from sunlight to darkness, you examine the interior of this eerie cave. You sense something moving off to your right. That would be the bear. On one side of this cavern is a creature that looks like a large bear. There's something attached to his leg. It's not going to show me what's actually attached to his leg. You can fight and kill the bear. It's difficult to do, and it's a bad idea. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this guy an apple. You have made this bear very happy. Be wise to take advantage of his current mood. Excuse me while I walk past you. Because otherwise the bear would maul you. And here's where our episode of failure starts again. This section of the cave has an eerie quality. You see a kobold resting on the ledge across from you. Around his neck is a key. I need that key. These mushrooms are poisonous. If you pick them up, they will taint any other mushrooms in your inventory. They are useless. And right over here is a hidden treasure chest that if you cast trigger will explode and gold will go everywhere. If I'm extremely lucky, which I'm not going to be, I can just get that key. Uh-oh, you've woken the kobold. Now it's on. And I'm probably going to die and have to restore, and my weapon is now magically charged. And now he's over here. Stab him. Now he's over here. Stab him. If you connect once, he'll teleport again. Stab him. Oh! You are overcome by the power of the Kobold Wizard's magic. You either need to practice your skills or plan a better attack strategy. So here we go, guys. Episode of Failure Cut Time as I work out my strategy. This is going well so far. I'm like juggling. Boom! I don't know if this is actually going to be the victory one, but as you can see, bam! Back and forth. Problem is I'm going to run out of mana soon here. I won! Wow, that was actually a lot easier than I remember. Like, a lot! You retrieved the dropped key. Trigger. Oh, I don't have enough mana to cast the trigger spell. I was going to make the chest explode, but you know what? Maybe if I just rest for a second, I should probably save it. Oh, I can't rest here. You never want to pick up those mushrooms. There's my buddy the bear. Hopefully he remembers I just gave him some apples. And I'm gonna free him. The Kobold key disappears as you turn it in the lock. You have the honor of meeting the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. We are pleased that you broke our enchantment. Perhaps our father the Baron will reward you should you ever visit our castle. The arrogance of the Baronet astonishes you. Perchance the Kobold magic user had a reason for changing him into a bear. Here, I can rest for a minute. Go in here. And see if I can cast the trigger spell now. From a distance, I might add. You see the glowing outline of a chest. Boom! $10 gold and 60 silver. Excellent! If you're anywhere near it, that explosion will kill you. If the kobold is still asleep, that'll wake him up. And as you saw, because I showed you guys the second combat in full, I didn't realize how easy it was going to be. It's best to get the drop on the kobold. Now I just got to avoid this guy. Man, that is hard. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to do. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go do our chores and then visit the Baron to say, you're welcome for getting your arrogant bastard of a son back. We're just going to run south until we hit a centaur, I believe. Running south, and I run. A centaur stops raking as I approach. Yeah. I suppose, did I ever turn in the flying water to her? Oh, let's do that too. I was holding off on that until I got the bear. So, we will give her the flying water. What can I do for you this time? You know, it's not a very friendly attitude for somebody who's brought you all these ingredients and everything. The healer makes some sort of arcane gesture over the flask of water, then smiles. Flying water. How clever. Spell components. No, I don't care about that. I made you a... The Dispel Potion will take a while to make. Why don't you come back later? Okay. I don't know if I have enough money, but I do need Undead Unguent. Thank you. Healing, healing. Mana would be nice. Nope, can't afford that. How about a stamina? Nope, can't afford that. Okay. I don't know that I necessarily need all those healing potions anymore, because we are now done with the combat section of this game. But, you know, better to have and not to need. Come in, come in! You have been expected. Baron von Spielberg awaits you in the castle. That's great. Can he let me do my chores first? Because I'm kind of wimpy, being a magician. Excellent. It seems monotonous, but it's really important to build up your stats. Now you're 5 silvers richer. Buddy, I just... Whoa, hello. Okay, that was weird. Buddy, I just saved the Baronet. Do you really think your 5 silvers is going to make a difference to me? Let's see. This is why you do your chores every day. Look at that. Strength, vitality. Magic went up. That's just from fighting the kobold, as in his intelligence. But I think it's time that we earn our reward. The Baron von Spielberg and the Baronet await you in the Great Hall. Well, then I'll just run in there. Nice little kind of bow. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you. Not only have you freed the Baronet from enchantment, allowed my son to return to me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may be lifted. My son, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Bernard! That is, I am appreciative of your efforts upon my behalf. Furthermore, I understand that you have rid our valley of a dangerous kobold magic user in order to free the Baronet von Spielberg. Yeah, but that's only because my fetch spell wasn't high enough to steal the key. You risked your life to single-handedly defeat the foul spellcaster. You are a true hero, and I thank you. It wasn't much of an epic battle. He was kind of like... It was like playing Pong. Bernard! I'm pleased you managed to kill the kobold. I sincerely hope that you will continue your valiant adventures in our land. If anyone can rid the land of brigands, it will be you. Someday in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title Hero of Spielberg. Bernard! It would be nice if someone could finally defeat the brigands and claim the title. As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son, as a token of my thanks. You will, of course, be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight. Do you have any questions? Let me ask you about that kobold. I rode off one morning with my men in search of monsters to fight. I got separated from my men when I came across the entrance to the cave. As I entered, the kobold ordered me to get out. I informed it that I was the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg and heir to the lands and all within. I ordered it to bow before me, and it cast a spell upon me, and I remember very little after that. You remember being a bear? I would prefer not to talk about that. Let me ask you about the curse. Some years back, I tried to force the ogress Baba Yaga to leave our valley, and she put a curse upon me that I should lose everything I hold dear. When I lost my daughter and my son, I lost all interest in living. My land suffered because I suffered. Now, though, with the return of my son, I trust the prophecy is about to become true, thanks to you. All I gotta do is free his daughter and beat the brigands. Oh, I should ask you about your daughter. My beautiful little daughter was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. She has never been found, despite all the searching that has been done for her. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me. What about your... Oh, do you know anything about magic? I know very little about magic. Much to my sorrow. Perhaps you should talk to the wizards Zara in town, or Erasmus on on his mountain. Eventually, it'll just go to dinner. Yorick was my court jester, a man of infinite jest. He went off to find my daughter, but alas, poor Yorick never returned. The guards are not free to speak. Can we... I'll ask you about something else. Baba Yaga. I have attempted everything in my power to get her to go away. I fear it will take some kind of magic to be able to counteract her magic. I think it will too, and I think I know exactly what kind of magic will be necessary. What's the prophecy? The prophecy states, comes a hero from the east. Free the man in the beast. Bring the child from out the band. Drive the cursor from the land. I can do that. You entered here from the east, and you released my son from the form of a bear. I am certain you will fulfill the rest of it, and remove this dreadful curse. Can we get to the eating? The table is filled to overflowing. Eventually, you're going to have to let me go. Castle. The castle been a family for 2 centuries now as a gift from King Siegfried III. The Baron, how are you doing? I am Stefan von Spielberg, 12th Baron of the Spielberg Castle. Okay. I'm just walking out now. A servant is awaiting you outside to show you to your quarters. We will see you at supper later. After a wonderful meal with the Baron and his son, a peaceful night's sleep, and a feather-down bed, and a filling breakfast in bed, you are ready to go adventuring once more. But as it is a new day, as any good hero must, it's time to do our chores. You're now 5 silvers richer. You know what I'm going to do, though? I am going to invest in some mana potions, because magic makes the world go round. Yes, that's very impressive when there's nobody else around. I can do that in the comfort of my own apartment. The ducking and the thrusting and, you know, doesn't mean I can sword fight. But you politely knock on the door. Okay, I need the Dispel Potion, and I'm going to grab a couple mana potions. We're very close to the end of this game, realistically. Here is the Potion of Dispel. There's an optional quest you can run for Baba Yaga, which I'm going to go ahead and do. And then I just need to overhear a meeting between 2 thugs. And then free Ilsa. And that's pretty much the end of the game. So the next video will be the last. I'm going to go ahead and try to run this. The errand for Baba Yaga is problematic because it requires you to do something precisely at midnight. And getting to midnight kind of sucks. Because you can't just sleep all night. You sleep in 60-minute increments. Run through the Goblin training camp here. Whoops, that's the Meeps. Oh, such an awful noise. You don't really get anything for doing the Baba Yaga quest other than a couple of points. That's the fairy ring. I think I've missed Baba Yaga. Yep. Got a little turned around in the woods here. But since this episode went so quickly and so well, fairies weren't there to catch me going through their ring, thank goodness. I'm going to go ahead and do the Baba Yaga quest. Here we go. All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me, no. I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gate, that's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, then I'll let you in the gate. Well, is it a deal or isn't it? Yes. All I ask for is a little gem or jewel that glows in the dark. You're the big hero, so go find one. Well, luckily, I happen to have one because I gave a lot of apples to a giant. You place the glowing gem inside the skull. I can see! I have eyes again! Yeah! Is that what you look like? I hate it when the game's funnier than me. Oh well, have fun visiting Baba Yaga, and good luck. You'll need it. I hope you can remember the rhyme. You have to speak the rhyme in order to get into the house, and you have to make sure you're not standing in a particular location when you use the rhyme. Now, you can learn the rhyme from Bruno in exchange for money. You hear a voice in your head asking, what is the rhyme? You tell the hut, there once was an alien from Venus whose body was shaped like a... The hut interrupts, not that one! So I could go and pay Bruno for his information about the rhyme. Or The only thing about this Baba Yaga quest is you have to do it before you deal with the brigands, otherwise you can't do it. You again? Do you really want to go back in there? Hey, I want to talk to you! You get no response. I'm supposed to be able to get the rhyme from him. Man, I'm gonna have to pay Bruno gold. I hate that. Alright. Don't stop raking. Whatever you do, don't stop. Oh! Oh, he smiled at me. That was nice. Bruno, are you here? No. Maybe I won't do the Baba Yaga quest. It's not that important. It doesn't give you anything but points. And it's kind of irritating. Aha! Another secret note. You pick up the note. You smooth out the paper. Meet me at the archery range as soon as possible. Urgent. The archery range, you say? Overhearing this meeting can be very dangerous. Because you're going to witness Bruno and his informant meeting. And afterwards, you have to avoid the screen that Bruno walks to, or else he will kill you with a dagger throw. Which is awkward if you're a thief, because you have to... This is where the meeting's supposed to take place. As a thief, you throw daggers at the guy that stays behind, kill him to get his key, but then you have to avoid Bruno. Maybe I'll wait on the other side of the archery yard here. Oh, come on, I'm here. Where are you guys? What time is it anyway? Mid-morning. Come on. What kind of lazy thieves do we have around here? There we go. So what's this about anyway? Her Nibs is starting to get suspicious about us. What's the bee in her bonnet? Seems the hero wandered around here. Seems the hero wandering around here has her leery. She thinks she's gonna go... Again! She thinks he's gonna go for the gold on her head. What's it to do with us? She's been asking too many questions about us, and the laughing jackass is eyeing me. I had to sneak out. Then we got to avoid the ambush and use the back for a bit till the heat is off. Maybe we should just make our move now. Nah, let's wait for the creep to go first. While she's busy with him, we'll take over. She'll take him out easy, and then we'll take her out. Where's the back door, then? Where the bouncer hops around. You got your key still? Yeah? Don't lose it, 'cause I got the only other one. You have to search the rock for the keyhole. It's kiddin' good. And remember the word. What word? The word that lets you in so's that Fred goes away. Oh yeah, sure. What is it? Hide and go seek. You better learn it. You think I'm a dummy or something? Say the word before you go in the door, or you might make Fred mad. Fred is a troll in another vicious fight. You don't want Fred to get mad. Hey, no problem. What's the word again? Hide and go seek. Hide and go seek. Got it. I gotta get back before the chief misses me. Be back in a bit. Hide and go seek. See ya. Now, other classes need to get the key from him. I have the door spell, or the open spell. Now, it may not be powerful enough to let me in, but I've got some mana potions. Maybe I'll go grab another mana potion or two. Yeah, This must be the town graveyard. What a rundown place. It's creepy here, even during daylight hours. This is what I pull for the Baba Yaga quest. But I need to get the rhyme in order to get the Baba Yaga quest, and I'm pretty sure I need the rhyme in order to even beat the game. So, since Skullhead won't give it to me, please don't... Oh. I'm going to have to get it from Bruno. You'll notice I went the long way around. I don't want to run into Bruno by accident. 39 gold, 10 silver. How many mana? 1 Dispel, 2 mana potions. Let's buy another couple mana potions. That way I can grind spells if necessary. I'm still trying to decide if I'm skipping the Baba Yaga quest or not. I think I'm gonna skip it, guys. Just because watching me wait around until nightfall... it's boring for me, it's boring for you. The Baba Yaga quest is you go in and she threatens to eat you, and then her bat and her spider children talk her into you getting something better. So she'll let you live if you get her a mandrake that night. So you go into the graveyard at midnight, you use the undead unguent because there's ghosts everywhere that'll kill you instantly otherwise. You pull the mandrake at midnight, you go, you give it to Baba Yaga. That's it. Oh, hey Bruno. What's in it for you? Alright. Look, here's 2 gold. Okay, what do you want to know? Baba Yaga. She's an ugly old hag. Her place is due west of the Barrens. And for 2 gold, I just gave you 2 gold. I seen her one time yelling out to the house, Hutta Brown, now sit down. That is one spooky dame, I tell you. Well, since Bruno was right there, we'll do the Baba Yaga quest. If you want a good time, try Dragon's Breath at the bar. And that's how you know he's out to kill you. So after I said we weren't doing the Baba Yaga quest, and then I described to you what the Baba Yaga quest was, I have decided to do the Baba Yaga quest. Because you came here for the full experience, right? And I'd hate to rip you off. Let me guess, Skullhead's gonna stick around this time. You again? Do you really want to go back in there? You know, you're supposed to talk to me and tell me the rhyme, but I guess you gotta learn the rhyme before you give him the jewel in this version. What is the rhyme? Hut of Brown. You tell the Hut of Brown, now sit down. If you're standing there, it crushes you. I really don't need to save it, but, you know, I'm going to talk to Baba Yaga. That's a little nerve-wracking. Look, pets, we have a visitor. I guess I am doing a character voice. Powers of night, shadows of day, heed my words, henceforth you stay. Your body is frozen by the power of the witch's spell. Well, dearies, what shall we have for supper today? The bat and the spider say, hero sandwiches. I had something more formal in mind. Ah, that's it, frog legs fricassee. How does that spell go? Hear me, O powers of Clotha and Mana. Turn now my guest into species called Rana. I learned that spell from Erasmus, kids. Doesn't it look delicious? Oh god! Oh god, this is the end of my quest for glory. Be still. Critics, we can't all be gourmets, I suppose. soon to be supper, I don't suppose you have a name? Yes, I have a name. You try your best to croak out your name, or at least let the witch know that you do indeed have one. As you make a feeble croaking sound, you try to nod your head. So you're the one who's trying to be a hero around here. The only good hero's a dead hero, I always say. But I do have a need for a brave fool. Are you brave? Yes, I'm the bravest frog you've ever met. You make little froggy sounds, trying your best to indicate your agreement. Well, if you're willing to do a small, little, teensy favor for me, I might reconsider having you for supper. I need the root of a mandrake plant that grows in the graveyard. Will you be a sweet and fetch me some? Yes, I will. Anything but frog legs fricassee, you think, and you croak your agreement to the task. And I had my mouth watering for frog. Oh, well. Hear what I say, and hear me right. Mandrake must be pulled at precisely midnight. This I tell you, and this I say, return with the root ere the break of next day. Hear what I say, and no, I don't lie. Bring back the root, or else you will die. You! Shoo! Dude, I could do that spell. I do that every time somebody comes over to the apartment. I want to get rid of them. From a distance, you hear the witch intone. Whoops, I nearly forgot. Hear me, O powers of mana and more. Turn this fool back as he was before. As you contemplate the occurrences of the last few minutes, you conclude that you better find a mandrake root for Baba Yaga, and fast. It is midday. I have to wait until midnight. And I can only rest for 60 seconds. It's now mid-afternoon. It's going to be a while before midnight. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. And the next episode, I believe, will be our last. See you then.